विराम देता हूं।
धन्यवाद माननीय बीरेंद्र सिंह जी। प्रोफेसर सौगत राय।
Many people were asking me why I am speaking on such a boring bill, which has nothing in it. I am speaking because this gives me an opportunity of mentioning other things which I could have mentioned in the 0 hour. But these are related to the vagaries of the mood of the, so I speak here. I noticed that the finance minister is smugly sitting to pass this bill on a day when rupee has fallen to an all-time low. It has crossed 90 rupees a dollar. Now, the economy in such a terrible condition, the finance minister has not cared to come and make a statement in the House. It's very unfortunate. The finance minister is speaking about health security at a time when citizens in Delhi are demonstrating against air pollution. The finance minister has not announced any scheme to control air pollution. Sir, you may be knowing that they say that living one day in Delhi is equivalent to smoking 25 cigarettes. Now, no plan. This air pollution goes on unchecked in Delhi. The finance minister is trying to Hindyize herself. This law is called, she likes this, Vishwas se Vivad tak. Health security से National Security Cess Bill. ये क्या है? इंग्लिश है. ये ना हिंदी है ना अंग्रेजी है. ये पहले विश्वास से विवाद से विश्वास तक, अभी हेल्थ सिक्योरिटी से नेशनल सिक्योरिटी तक. ये क्या भाषा है? फिनांस मिनिस्टर शायद हम लोग को एक्सप्लेन करेंगे. सर, ये टैक्स सेस इज ऑन pan masala. Yes, pan masala is a big business in India. We know that in Kanpur, some years back, they raided the premises of a pan masala manufacturer, Shikhar. 196 crores was discovered during that raid. Now we see that top film stars like Ajay Devgan, they advertise Bimal Ilaichi, and they used to advertise Shikhar also. So I do not know what disincentive is being given to this. Now, sir, now if I may mention that this is a harsh law, I'll come to that later. This is according to, this is a demerit goods. Tobacco, pan masala, these are associated with serious public health risks. Pan masala causes oral cancer. Now the government is so desperate for funds that it is trying to raise revenue from demerit goods. Yesterday it did on tobacco, all forms of tobacco. Today it is doing on pan masala. It's so desperate for finances, for resources, that for the security of the country, you have to depend on a demerit good like pan masala. This is sad and quite ridiculous if you ask me. Sir, this difference in this cess is that it is not on production capacity, it's on the machine. It is on machines, that is not on actual production or supply. Am I right? You're thinking your brows. I'm saying cess should be levied on production capacity and not on actual production or supply. That is, it will be levied on machines. It will be a cess on the machine capacity of the thing. Now, why pan masala? They say that pan masala items under tariff 1210-69020 of the first schedule to Customs Tariff Act 1975. This industry is characterized by a high number of small and fragmented manufacturing units, frequent changes in machine configuration with high value addition, low raw material cost and ease of transport of finished goods. It's very light. You must have seen, sir, small packets of shikhar or pan parag, pan masala. What they do, they first bring the supari, then they grind it, and then they add a particular perfume which gives pan masala its distinctive flavor. So it is very cheap to manufacture, but the gains are enormous. Because you see that in rural areas, even in urban areas, people take 5-6 packets of pan masala and they keep it in their mouth for a long time, which may lead to oral cancer. So this is where the finance minister is trying to raise her revenue. Now, the government says that capacity-based levy would help curb evasion, ensure a level playing field, stabilize market pricing and strengthen revenue integrity. Pan masala is addictive and causes public health issues at mass scale, particularly for the poorer masses. People, among the poor people, they either take bidis or they take pan masala. So the whole question rises that whether by increasing cess, whether by increasing the price of the packet, though government says that price of pan masala will not be affected, only we will collect revenue from pan masala sources. So here is a case where this cess will be levied and collected from taxable persons who own, operate, manage or control the machines or processes used to manufacture specified goods directly or through any authorized arrangement. Sir, I went through the bill thoroughly, though it's quite boring. Main thing is government has been shouting over the house top that it wants to decriminalize offences in business. And they had a committee which took out many company law में जितना ये था, imprisonment का policy था, that has been removed. Now this pan masala says, this is नहीं डिक्रिमिनलाइज कहाँ हुआ? आप लोग कहते हैं कि आप डिक्रिमिनलाइज करेंगे
दादा आप
फॉर द ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस.
दादा यू एड्रेस टू द
चेयर, यू आर इम्पोजिंग
शुड नॉट रिस्पोंड व्हाट ही सेइंग. आप निशिकांत जी की बात पे मत जाइए, आप अपनी बात कह दीजिए.
Whenever a taxable person either who has control of a machine fails to pay the cess, fails to furnish returns, fraudulently obtains refund the source, obstructs or prevents any officer, then there will be a fine and imprisonment for a term which may extend to 5 years or with fine. ना मैं तो यही कह रहा हूं कि आप एक तरफ कह रहे हैं कि आप बिजनेस ऑफेंसेस को डिक्रिमिनलाइज करेंगे और आप जेल भेजने का इंतजाम करते हैं. इसके बाद इनकम टैक्स में भी ये आ जाएगा कि आप बोलेंगे कि हम जेल भेजेंगे, इनकम टैक्स नहीं देगा तो whether what is the policy of the government? you want to decriminalize financial offences or you want to criminalize them? That's the moot question that needs to be answered properly. Sir, up to 5 years for 5 crores. 2.5 crores and above, 3 years. And then for 100 lakh, 1 crore, it will be 1 year or whatever. Plus, they have introduced confiscation, power of confiscation, which is again draconian. Now this, the member who spoke from the Congress said that ultimately it will lead to a severe inspector Raj. Now we say that in income tax we will have faceless assessments. Income tax officer need not see the taxpayer. And now here the inspector, the officers under this, these are belonging to Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. They will have power to inspect, they will have to give returns, and if returns are not given, then punishment. So, which way is the government going? I would like to, that the Finance Minister to clarify. Because while I understand the desperate urge in the government to get more money, you need money. A new parliament building costs 20,000 crores. Prime Minister's Sougata will cost hundreds of crores. And this is what you are doing. The government is thinking on two lines. On the one hand, you spend money like water. When there is no necessity from a new parliament building, you have built a new parliament building. When there is no necessity, Prime Minister was living in such a big house in Rescourse Road, and now you're building that.
This parliament is under domain of Honorable Speaker.
Sir?
I think so. You are quite aware about the domain of the parliament. Parliament is absolutely.
Why does the government need so much money?
It means you are criticizing
government
parliament.
Needs money, splurging.
I can understand. ये
Yes,
कार्रवाई का हिस्सा नहीं होगा. आप विषय पे आइए, विषय पे आइए.
तो
हमने स्पष्ट कर दिया.
हाँ. तो सर
एक मिनट निशिकांत जी.
आई एम टोटली.
एक मिनट दादा. मैंने निशिकांत जी को समझ दे दिया. कुछ पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर है.
ये 352 है सर.
पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर है.
352 है. कई एक लोगों का नाम इन्होंने ड्रैग किया है सर. ये अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर रहे हैं. इनकी जानकारी के लिए मैं बता दूं कि जितने मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट कोठी में रहते हैं उसका कोई सिक्योरिटी सर्टिफिकेट जो है सीपीडब्ल्यूडी ने देना मना कर दिया है, क्योंकि एक बिल्डिंग ऐसी हो गई है जिसमें सुरक्षा सबसे बड़ा जो है कारण हो गया है कि कोई सुरक्षित नहीं है. हम जितने कोठियों में रहते हैं लोग, दादा भी जिस कोठी में रहते हैं उसका सिक्योरिटी सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है. तो प्रधानमंत्री जी के लिए या एमपीज के लिए या इस पार्लियामेंट के लिए यदि ये बन गया तो ये समय की मांग थी या सरकार ने गलत पैसा खर्चा कर दिया. और दूसरा, प्रधानमंत्री जी इस सदन के सदस्य हैं. यदि कोई भी बात उनके बारे में बोली जाएगी तो पहले उनको नोटिस देना पड़ेगा.
आपकी बात आ गई
सर. आप ये
पुरानी पार्लियामेंट की एक लाइफ टाइम तक मियाद था. अब आप
सोचिए.
कम टू द सब्जेक्ट प्लीज.
पैसा खर्च करना
प्रोफेसर साहब,
की प्रायोरिटी है कि मकान बनाना, नया पार्लियामेंट बिल्डिंग बनाना, खर्चा ही खर्चा करना. ये और उसके लिए सिगरेट से उठाओ, बीड़ी से उठाओ, चेरूट से उठाओ, पान मसाला से उठाओ और उसके लिए कड़ा कड़ा कानून लाओ. ये दिस इज ए ड्रैकोनियन लॉ. You want to raise revenue, you make an arrangement whether, like income tax faceless assessment, you can make an easy assessment of the tax to be paid by the taxable person. But you are not doing that. You are rather raising money and saying you must pay us money from pan masala, otherwise we'll send you to jail, otherwise we'll confiscate your machines, etc., etc. And then in pan masala side, you must have read this you spoke about it. I could not follow all that you said. So Nirmala ji also spoke in Hindi. So I could not follow all that she said because we are Bengalis. We don't follow so much of Hindi. So problem remains.
It is already on Parliament app. You can go through.
Sir, क्या हुआ?
You can go through line by line. It is already on Parliament website. Parliament page.
हम तो सर बंगाली है, बंगाली रहेंगे.
नहीं, आप बंगाली हैं, लेकिन आप हिंदी को ऐसा नहीं कह सकते.
A South Indian lady speak in Hindi.
I have seen you. I have seen you. कि now you can. वित्त मंत्री जी, माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी.
Speak in Hindi, I may speak in Tamil, I may speak in Telugu, I may speak in English. How does it matter to the Honorable MP? Because now, because of the way in which the speaker has made arrangement, he can get a translation in any language that he desires. And what is this saying? That she spoke in Hindi, therefore I can't understand. Available facility, technology is being used, he can understand it in any language he wants. Because he has not read the bill thoroughly, and because he wants to divert from the topic, he is bringing all these things, and I take objection, and it should be in the records.
Sougata Raji, you are Mr. Sougata Raji, you are quite aware that translation facility is available. What Finance Minister has said, already that translation facility is available. Either any member can speak in any language, but immediately it will be translated. Yesterday, I think so, Speaker has already said, आपने कल मेज भी बजाया, तो आप अपनी बात खत्म करिए. बात नहीं, आपको नहीं लाओ क्या? सौगत राय जी.
Sir, तो this whole process.
कृपया समाप्त करें.
Sir, ये बिल अभी हम conclude करते हैं. You have laid down an elaborate separate mechanism regarding realizing taxes, cess on pan masala. You first have a commissioner, then the commissioner allows you to appeal, then you go to the appellate commissioner, then you have even the power to go to High Court. They have the power to confiscate machines. They have the power to arrest. And strange, in the case of non-cognizable and bailable offence, the proper officer not below the rank of assistant commissioner shall, for the purpose of releasing an arrested person on bail or otherwise, have the same powers and be subject to the same provisions as an officer in charge of a police station. सेंट्रल एक्साइज के ऑफिसर को आईसी थाना के ऑफिसर इन चार्ज बना दिया गया. आई डोंट नो व्हाट लॉजिक देयर इज इन दिस लॉ एंड कॉन्स्टेंटली इट इज मेंशन्ड अमित शाह लॉ, भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता, वो उसको एप्लीकेशन किया जाएगा. ऐसे नहीं होता. हमारे ऐसे ही इवेशन देश में ज्यादा है. इवेशन आप रियलाइज करें, लेकिन उसके लिए ट्रांसपेरेंट मैकेनिज्म बनाए. यू आर गिविंग ऑल पावर फ्रॉम असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर टू कमिश्नर टू रियलाइज सेस ऑन पान मसाला. So
Srimati T. Subati,
I think that this bill should be sent to a select committee of the Parliament.
Srimati T. Subati,
look into.
Srimati T. Subati.